This is my friend Haley Hoffman, and I'm interviewing her for my Three Generations project. First question, did you have any hospital experience as a child or with one of your own children?
I did. I was hospitalized when I was little. I was like probably 5 and then maybe younger, older than that.
What was it for?
I was in, I think twice, I was in for asthma. I had like a really bad asthma attack, so I'd be in the hospital for it.
Really?
Yeah, until I got better.
Do you remember the experience at all? Like what it was like?
Kind of. There's one, I have like really distinct, it must have been when I was like right on the cusp of like remembering. Because like I have like really distinct memories of some things and not of all of it.
Is there anything you remember like in particular?
I remember one. There's one memory that I have that when I was in the hospital, they tried to put the IV in, and they were using a needle for like supposedly my mom told me like a 200-pound man, and I was like this little child. So like they put it like here, and like finally like the 5th place they tried, like it finally got in. And then another time I remember like the Swan Princess or whatever was on TV, and I literally watched that. I swear to God, for like the whole day. It was the only thing that was on TV.
Do you remember like anything about like the room specifically, or like your doctors or nurses, or how they acted, or how anybody acted, or like did anybody like comfort you?
I remember both the needle one, both my memories that I have of my room, of like hospitals in general. Like I remember my room was really big, but I don't know if it's just because I was really small. Like thinking about it in my head, like spatially, it seems like too much space for a hospital
there
room.
could have been someone else in there with you. Like
right. It was way more than enough space for like one person. But I don't. But there was no other bed. There was no other person in there. And I remember like the hospital staff that time being very like hands off, not very like.
Really?
Yeah, not very comforting, not very there. And it was when my parents were, of course, working, so like I spent a lot of time there by myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you remember like any of like the hospital like policies or rules? Like were your parents allowed to be there 24/7, or like was it like, hey, you come in for an hour and then you gotta leave, or like, hey, patient, you can't do this or you can't do that, or like?
I never tried to like go anywhere or do anything. I was like. I was kind of freaked out to go anywhere or do anything, and then, I don't know about my parents, though. I felt like they were there for a lot of it, but obviously, like, they both worked, so they couldn't be there the whole time. So, like, I don't know if they weren't allowed to be there, or if they just, like, couldn't be there because of work.
What year was this?
Gosh. It was probably before the year... Probably around, like, the early 2000s, like, before... Because I was born in 94, so it was before the year 2000. I must have been 6 at the oldest.
So like late 90s, or like
late
early
90s.
Like early thousands, late 90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a while ago.
And then like after it all said and done, did it have like any effect on your family, like the hospitalization, or like did people did like your family treat you differently, or?
No, because my middle sister also had the same thing happen to her a lot.
Not with the asthma.
Yeah, because we both had been in a couple times for asthma, and she had pneumonia really bad. Pneumonia.
Were you like around for that?
Yeah. I remember my sister's one hospital stay because she was in there for 9/11, and I remember.
Oh, really?
Watching all the towers go down on 9/11. How crazy is that, though?
That's crazy.
I like remember sitting there with my sitting on her bed and like not really realizing what was happening on TV.
Well, I mean, you were.
Yeah, I was little, so.
Yeah.
And then my mom had been in the hospital a couple times. So like it wasn't. I never thought it was a big deal. Because like my family never treated it like it was a big deal. Like when I was in the hospital.
Probably because it was so like it had happened a bunch in your family.
Right.
So.
I mean, yeah, and I don't know about like prior to me, like. Before I was in the hospital, I didn't know of anyone else who had been, but like it didn't seem like it was any sort of big, at least like not the memory that I have. So
awesome. Well, thank you.